Good morning, 8-7. First, a little bit of business. Those of you that have submitted your first geography or turned in your first couple, 1-2 geography activities, thank you. I'm only checking the turned in ones. So if you've turned it in, I'll have read it, feedback in the private comments, and then returned it to you to keep working on. So thank you to that. But moving along, this is the design activity that I talked about on Monday. I think it'll take about a week. I'm going to post multiple videos talking about it as we go a little bit more each day. Today I'm going to do a little bit of an overview and then an introduction to the first few activities, including a field trip. Kind of. Okay, so let's get right into it. So here is the assignment. Earthships. This is about designing an Earthship. And it's not about so much designing an Earthship that you think is cool, although that's part of it. It's also mostly about designing an Earthship that works for the user. And let's first talk about the schedule. So the schedule is laid out like this. It should wrap up by a week from this Friday. So that is in 9 days. I think that should be about the right amount of time. And we'll see. Hopefully I'm right, but if I'm not, I want that feedback. So today, Wednesday, all you need to do is attend the field trip. So that is on another video, which you'll see the field trip video. Read the KW Record article. It's part of the field trip, but you'll also find it on the next slide. Listen to the podcast, which you'll also see on the next slide, and check out the links from the Cooper Hewitt Museum, which you will also see on the next slide. It's also part of the field trip video. That is it for today. If you think you want to choose a partner, have a partner, let me know, or find one on your own, or fill out the survey and say, no, I don't want a partner. So that's all you need to do for today. No work, just reading, listening, trying to find a partner. Oops. Tomorrow, Thursday, that's when you'll start to empathize and brainstorm. And I will post another video tomorrow talking about these first 3 steps that you see over here. You'll be able to read them today and start them if you want, but you don't need to. There'll be time for that on Thursday. And then Friday, start to figure out, okay, which of my brainstorm ideas do I like the best? That stuff should happen on Thursday and Friday. Monday and Tuesday of next week, start to figure out, okay, yeah, these are all of our ideas that we liked. We've pasted them into the different slides, and then we're going to either start to build our model, start to create our sketch. Maybe we're using Tinkercad, and so we're playing around trying to design our Earthship on there. Wednesday, you'll post it into a shared slideshow. This is the best way, I think, for us to get feedback on each other's work. Ideally, we do little presentations in class and have live feedback. Can't do that right now, so I'll ask you to post them to a shared slideshow. Comment, receive comments, and then Thursday and Friday, take that feedback, make those adjustments, and submit your final one with modifications. But I'll give more instructions as we go through that little by little. That is the timeline. Let's move on. So here are the instructions. So you want to use this document, which everyone will have, to record your work. As you go through the empathize, brainstorm, prototype sections, I would like you to use this slideshow to keep track of your work, your sketches, your ideas, the stuff that you don't like. This one here, ideas that get tossed. That means ideas you don't like. I want to see the stuff that didn't work or that you ended up not using. If you're working with a partner, please put both names up here so I can see. And then again, please use the suggested schedule on the previous slide. Now, if you want to work ahead, that's fine. But I know some of you have given the feedback that you would rather have kind of day by day stuff. I've heard that from a lot of you. So I recommend that schedule. As you're getting to work, here are some suggested materials. Now, this isn't going to come until you're at the brainstorm prototype section, but here are some suggested materials. The idea of an Earthship, remember, is that we're diverting stuff from the dump. Stuff that would end up in the dump we're using to build a house. So things that I personally have seen at the dump: broken tiles, cement blocks, old bikes. Can you use an old bike in your Earthship? Go for it. Cardboard, tires, glass. Oh, cardboard again. Siding. This is stuff that you want to use and incorporate into your Earthship. And then the criteria. Now, am I going to be marking this, giving you A's and B's and 4s and 3 pluses and 3 minuses and everything? No, but I am going to give you feedback, and here's some criteria to use. Your rooms must be at least 193 centimeters tall. That's my height, so that's why I made it that way. It must have a water system. You saw the examples last week. You need to use a water system. How are you collecting water? How are you flowing it through the house? How are you filtering it? Electricity is optional. If you are going to incorporate Internet of Things technology, you're probably going to need an electrical system. Otherwise, you won't necessarily. Materials must be labeled. Where are you using tires? Where are you using tiles? Where are you using cement blocks? Let me know with arrows and labels. And then be original and be wacky. Boxes aren't interesting. It doesn't mean they're forbidden, but it is something to think about when you're making this kind of weird house. Make it weird and make it cool. Which brings us to the field trip. And there is a second video to watch today that takes you on this field trip from Kitchener to Washington up to New York City. These are the three stops. And these are the links that are talked about in Wednesday, day 1. So those are the instructions for today. And Thursday morning, I'll talk a lot more about the define, empathize, brainstorm, and prototype sections. Okay, 8-7. Good luck with these steps for Wednesday, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.